I know like banking is like looked upon and it's hardcore. After Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, Hrithik Roshan, I want to get retired at 40. वो बड़े ही cool और fancy jobs हैं. What's the reality of these jobs?
So I think that's not the reality, honestly. You need to slog yourself.
हाय एवरीवन, बहुत सारे लोग मुझे क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं कि यार बैंकिंग के अंदर मुझे घुसना है. कई लोग प्री एमबीए बैंकिंग की जॉब्स करते हैं, कई लोग पोस्ट एमबीए करते हैं. टुडे आई एम रियली हम्बल टू हैव डायरेक्टर ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शन बैंकिंग स्टैंड चार्ट सिटिंग विद अस, हु इज आल्सो एन एमबीए फ्रॉम IBA Bangalore. वेलकम सर, वेलकम ऑन बोर्ड.
Thanks, Sumit. Thanks. Good to meet you.
सर रियली ऑनर टू हैव यू ऑन बोर्ड. हमारे चैनल पे बहुत बड़े बड़े लोग आते हैं और आपने आके और चैनल को ग्रो कर दिया है. टुडे प्लीज एडवाइज अस व्हाट बैंकिंग इज ऑल अबाउट एंड व्हेन डिड यू स्टार्ट दिस जर्नी. यू आर एन एमबीए 2007 एडिशन, 9 एडिशन.
I am 2008.
2008 edition IBA Bangalore. Great, which is a good school. Great. उसके बाद sir you started your job directly into banking or what was the journey like?
So, Sumit, the journey started with non-banking.
अच्छा.
Journey started with Cholamandalam DBS, which was an NBFC, non-banking financial company at that time. There was a merger between Cholamandalam and DBS, but in 2008, everyone knows Lehman crisis, which had hit the entire industry. So company went through a turmoil. Then I had kind of left that job, Cholamandalam DBS, and joined Standard Chartered.
Amazing.
So yes, so since then I am proud to be associated with Standard Chartered, and you can say ideally it's my first job because Cholamandalam NBFC was kind of for 3 months.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Staying in the same company past nearly 14 plus years now. This is so amazing. So let's talk about the banking. ये क्या इंडस्ट्री है, कैसे सेगमेंटेड होती हैं, क्या क्या रोल्स मिलते हैं पोस्ट एमबीए. सो पीपल आर लिसनिंग टू अस, डू हिट ऑन द लाइक बटन एंड ऑल्सो ध्यान से सुनिएगा, ये वीडियो आपके लिए गेम चेंजर होगा. नियरली 20 to 30% जॉब्स आर गेटिंग इन टू हार्ड कोर फाइनेंस फ्रॉम ऑल द टॉप IIMs और SPJain बॉम्बे माई स्कूल और सर का IBA Bangalore. सर लेट्स बिगिन.
See, we need to understand what is banking all about and what was banking before and what is banking now. Before that, let me take a step back and explain you that banking has more or less two verticals. One is retail and one is corporate. Retail, where people like you and me have an account. Our dad used to have an account. We used to go to bank with our dad to get their passbooks updated, to get their bank statements. You remember, right? So, to stand in a window and sir, ye check clear karna and give us the cash and all that.
Yeah.
So that was the banking that still exists. That's part of retail banking. Now there is something called as corporate banking. So where companies have a bank account. That can be SME, MSME, large Indian names or multinationals. So I am part of corporate banking. And then under corporate banking, there are again, similarly, under retail banking, I have done various roles. My first job was to acquire HNI, ultra HNIs of Delhi.
Oh, lovely.
Tap that market.
That's come in the retail banking.
That comes under retail bank.
Okay, एक हो गया retail banking. What's the other sectors?
Corporate bank.
Corporate banking. Okay.
So CCIB, we call it corporate, commercial and corporate institution.
Got it.
So under corporate bank, then there are multiple divisions. So like in retail, you acquire personal accounts. In corporate, you have corporate clients. Again, in corporate, you have various business accounts, business like SME, MSMEs, the real booming sector right now in India.
Yeah.
Then you have large corporates, you name it, Indian corporates, large corporates. Then you have Indian multinationals, headquartered in India but spread across outside the world. And then you have global subsidiary accounts, which are multinational accounts, headquartered outside India, but they have subs in India as well. They have accounts, they have companies in India as well. So I am part of corporate banking and I manage global subsidiary accounts, transactional banking, cash sales for global subsidiary accounts of North and East.
Oh, lovely. For North and East. That's so
Yes.
amazing. And sir, where does the investment banking come into the picture?
Investment banking, okay, then investment banking is again for a personal investment, which comes under the retail.
Yeah.
Where you have all your wealth management, wealth banking, investment banking for yourself.
Right.
And then you have an investment banking, large mergers and acquisitions, large M&A deals type of investment banking comes under the we can say more or less this is a separate unit, but that supports corporate banking.
Super. Sir, एक बच्चा जो fresh graduate हो रहा है, like I am coming from SPJain Bombay and say you graduate from IBA or IIM Ahmedabad, what kind of roles do they get? And I know like I-banking is like looked upon and it's hardcore. After जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा, you know, Hrithik Roshan, I want to get retired at 40. वो बड़े ही cool और fancy jobs हैं. What's the reality of these jobs and what kind of jobs do people actually get when they start their careers?
So I think that's not the reality, honestly. You need to slog yourself.
Yeah.
You need to get the position yourself. You need to get your position yourself, let me tell you, because this is not something which will come bilkul plate saja ke, yes, here's a MacBook, here's a personal secretary, here's a cabin for you. No, that's not the place. You need to earn for that. Coming back to your question, so when you're fresh MBA, when you are fresh graduate, I think first and foremost, you should not worry about which department you are part of. You should definitely be open to learn, because every department will first make you unlearn what you have learned in last 2 years after doing an MBA. Then you will start learning the processes. Then you will start learning the operations. Then you will start learning day-to-day service, sales, whatever, wherever you get into.
Right.
So that's very important, to have an open mindset, open ears and eyes to start working. Don't be greedy about, I need to get that particular role. No, you need to, wherever you have an interest. For example, I have seen many successful graduates who have an interest in customer service. He said, I can't handle sales, but I can handle after sales. There are various opportunities. There are various opportunities from an operational perspective, from the core to manage operations of a transactional perspective.
Yeah.
So after doing a fresh MBA, I think wherever our interest is, which you will come to know during that 2 years, I think you can choose the right path.
And then start with that. Great, sir, great. So some people, there are two kind of banking as well. People say like ये backend role है, ये JP Morgan का backend role है, you know, ये Nomura का backend role है. Nomura is like just behind my house. Like if you look straight, I'm in Powai Hiranandani. There's a big Nomura office here. So ये backend role क्या होते हैं? Front end roles क्या होते हैं in the banking industry?
Front end role where I am in, where you feel or face, I would say, clients. So that's the front end role, where you are front ending from banking side, where you are taking that bank with you, to your client, and understanding their needs, and coming back, telling to your operations team or to your products team that, hey, this is the requirement of X client. Let's try and build this product.
Brilliant.
So that's the team. The backend team basically supports the core of the bank, or supports the front end team. It can be any role, but that's, yes, backend. And I would say, okay, let me put it the other way. It's a bicycle with 2 tires.
Oh.
Front, let's say front end. Back, say, let's say back end.
Got it.
Bicycle will not move if you have only 1 tire.
Lovely.
Bicycle, if you have 2
Lovely.
tires and full with air, I would say it can't move. If one of the tires is inflated.
Excellent. Well said, sir. सर मेरे को अगर स्टैंड चार्ट, सिटी बैंक, इन सब अच्छे बैंक्स के अंदर, सिटी बैंक नाउ एक्सिस इंडिया, सो आपको अगर कुछ अच्छा बैक एंड रोल मिलता है तो इट्स लुक डाउन अपॉन. सम पीपल से लाइक मेरे को नहीं करना, मेरे को फ्रंट एंडिंग करना है. इज इज द राइट अप्रोच फॉर द यंग 21-22 ईयर ओल्ड के जो मिले ले लो और अच्छे से करो?
आई थिंक मैं फिर बोलूंगा, आपको अपना इंटरेस्ट किस चीज का. अगर कई बार ऐसा होता, पीपल यू आर कंफ्यूज वेदर आई एम अ फ्रंट एंड और आई एम अ बैक एंड पर्सन. I think in life, what I feel, you should definitely try to being in a front end for some time. That will actually teach you, because more you meet people, more you understand people, more you probe people, you will come to know what actually which role you are part of.
Yeah.
Again, I have seen people coming from completely back end role, completely operations role. I have done fantastically well in front end. I've done fantastic. I've seen both sides of stories. So I've been very good were very successful in back ends, and they're more successful in front ends. We never thought that, oh, these people will be more successful in front end sales as well.
Great.
So they understood, they connected with the clients, they connected with people. So you need to have that connect. So once you have that connect, you will be able to understand that whether you are good for back end or front end.
Super. So I'm going to ask you a tough question, sir, now. What is the journey towards being a director? Like 14 years, same place, you never shift jobs. There are other people who shift jobs, start with Citibank, then jump to this. It was practically your first job and then you stayed there. Yeah, what are the skills, what a fresh banker or a fresh MBA or thinking to be a banking aspirant should have in mind, apart from know what you want to do, what you already said, or do your work religiously. स्टेपिंग स्टोन में मुझे आगे बढ़ना हो तो क्या सीक्रेट सॉस क्या है? जल्दी डायरेक्टर बनना है अभी सबको आपके जैसे.
See, you need to work hard. There is no shortcut to the hard work. There is no absolutely. People say that yes, smart work works. Smart work works. There is no second thought. There is no second doubt on that. But you need to work hard. You need to be there. You need to get that thing. I'll tell you. See how MBA had helped. I would say the MBA will never give you something to drink. They will make you thirsty.
True.
So MBA will not give you let's say right answers, but they will put you onto that path. How we let's seek answers.
Right.
So that's all about MBA, and that is something which you need to do day in and day out.
क्या बात है सर, क्या बात है.
Right from day one on your job. Yeah.
Super. So second tough question. What are the few things would you like to say यार ये मुझे MBA के टाइम में करना चाहिए था या ये मुझे young age में और करना चाहिए था और ज़्यादा. You're doing fantabulously well. I'm not questioning your directorship here. You've done fantabulously well for yourself and you're a known name in the banking industry already. But कुछ और चीज़ें जैसे मुझे लगता है कि यार I wish I would have understood more finance during my SPJain Bombay days. Because somebody told me, अरे तू तो information management वाला है, अच्छे से कर, IT कर, तेरे को नहीं पढ़ना पड़ेगा finance. There'll be a CA who's going to help you, etc. But now when I'm a CEO of a company, it's all about finance. I struggle with the balance sheets. तो ऐसा सर कुछ example हो या कुछ आप.
I think Sumit, you rightly said. Honestly, if I would have known 10, 12, 14 years back what journey would be now, it is all about technology. Banking is no more a debit credit. Banking is no more a balance sheet reading or a P&L statement reading. It's all about technology. How can you make life efficient for others?
Yeah.
How can you make life efficient for your clients? It's all about digital.
It's all about digital. So anybody who is a fin guy has to be a tech guy as well in today's world?
I would say will add feathers to his cap in case he's a fin guy and a tech guy. Fin plus tech, it will definitely fly.
That's so.
Because people who understand AI, who understand APIs, for example, are something which are actually a notch ahead, a step ahead.
Right.
Will certainly help them in shaping their career. So, for example, in my own career, in my day-to-day, what we call it as dincharya. So it's all about bank. It's all about technology.
Right.
How can you make process efficient? How can you reduce stats? How can you do your easy reconciliation? Be it anywhere, any business.
Yeah.
So that's the common words, common problem statement which we hear day in and day out, and we help clients do that.
This is so amazing, sir. You have been fantabulous on the channel so far, sir. I can keep going on YouTube, but I'm going to call you again on this channel. But before I send you. Sir, any parting thoughts to all these 20-21-year-olds? They are starting their MBA journey. Some of them are writing CAT. By the way, sir ने भी CAT दिया था आज से कुछ साल पहले, and sir also got some 94-95% in CAT as well. Sir, क्या advice है 20-21 साल के बच्चों के लिए?
See, let me tell you, as a mentor or as a seasoned professional, very honest. I think MBA or MBA, I would say, Master of Business Administration, acts like a bedrock for any student to rise and go beyond their abilities. So don't stop. Think big and get that. Think big and really push yourself to get that. You need to have a go-getter attitude, honestly. Plus, I would say which MBA will definitely teach you, which IBA will teach you, is something 3D kind of approach, not a very high level gyan, but मैं बता रहा हूँ 3D approach. You need to have a solid determination कि करना क्या है, a discipline to achieve, to reach that, and then a dedication. Dedication, discipline, and determination will make you a good graduate and a good professional in any industry wherever you go in. Wish you all the very best.
This is so amazing. Boys and girls, do drop a comment as well. बताइए आपको बैंकिंग इंडस्ट्री के अंदर घुसना है, कब घुसना है, क्या आपका प्रोफाइल है, क्या आप फाइनेंस के अंदर जाना चाहते हैं, क्या आपका ड्रीम आई बैंकिंग है. I'll try to answer all your questions in the comment section and do hit on the like button. Thank you so much for having you on board. It was lovely connecting with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sumit. Thanks.
Take care, sir. Bye bye. Thanks.